Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something, and I want you to really hear me. You were not born to be average. You weren't born to settle for mediocrity or to be overshadowed by anyone. The world has this twisted idea that some people are born with a special gift, but I'm here to tell you, you have what it takes to be the best. And I'm not talking about one day or someday, I'm talking about today, right now. The first thing you need to understand is that greatness is not an option, it is your inherent birthright. You have greatness inside you. Stop looking at others and thinking they're better than you. They are not. They've been able to tap into something, but so can you. You have everything within you that you need to be the best. But it starts with belief. Believe that you deserve to be at the top. It all starts there. Listen, no one is going to give you the throne. You have to take it. But you can't take it if you're walking around doubting yourself, thinking that others have more opportunities, more skills, or more talent. You are the opportunity. You are the one who can turn your own story around. Greatness doesn't come by waiting for permission. It comes by walking into a room and commanding attention, by acting like you belong at the top, by showing the world that you are just as capable, just as driven, just as worthy of success as anyone else. And that brings me to my next point, confidence. You will never, ever reach your potential without confidence. Do you think anyone who's ever achieved anything significant did so because they lacked self-belief? Hell no. Confidence is the key to success. It is the foundation upon which you build everything else. If you don't believe you're the best, no one else will. If you don't act like you're the best, no one will take you seriously. You've got to stop waiting for someone to tell you that you're good enough. You've got to believe it yourself and project it to the world. Let me tell you, this greatness isn't about being lucky or having the right circumstances. It's about mindset. You must have an unstoppable mindset. The road to greatness is filled with obstacles, and if you let every challenge knock you down, then you'll never reach the top. The best are not the ones who don't fail, they're the ones who get back up every time they fail. So when the tough times come, and they will come, don't back down. You must push forward like a freight train. Stay relentless. Refuse to let anything or anyone stop you. Now, if you want to be the best, don't just talk about it. You've got to show up every single day and deliver at the highest level. Excellence isn't a one-time thing. It's a habit. It's a way of life. It's about refusing to accept mediocrity in yourself. Every day is an opportunity to be better than you were yesterday. Every decision you make, every action you take should be a reflection of your commitment to excellence. You don't wait for a perfect moment, you create that moment. And when you deliver excellence, not just once, but consistently, people will take notice. You will stand out. You will stand out. You will make your mark. But here's the thing, you get to define what's possible for you. Forget what anyone else says about what you can and can't do. You create your own reality. You control your future. You're not bound by the limitations others try to impose on you. So stop letting anyone dictate your potential. Whether they're telling you that you can't, or whether they're trying to keep you in a box, you don't listen. You listen to yourself. You listen to that voice inside that says, I can do this, I will do this. And then you go out and prove it. So from this moment forward, start acting like you're the best. Carry yourself with the confidence, the mindset, and the excellence of someone who is untouchable. Stop waiting for someone to tell you that you're capable. Stop waiting for permission to rise. You are the best, and it's time the world recognized it. No one is better than you, and now it's time for you to show the world exactly what you're made of. Every single one of us is born with something extraordinary inside, something that cannot be measured by worldly standards. Yet far too often we allow the world to define our worth. We let society, circumstances, and even our own doubts diminish what we know deep down. We are born for greatness. The problem is not that we lack potential, the problem is that we have stopped believing in it. Think about it. As children, we dream without limits. We believe we can conquer the world, become astronauts, artists, leaders, whatever our hearts desire. But somewhere along the way, someone somewhere convinced us that our dreams were too big, that our ambitions were unrealistic. We were told to be practical, to stay in our lane, and over time we began to shrink. We began to doubt. And in that doubt, we lost sight of our inherent greatness. But let me tell you something, greatness is not something reserved for a chosen few. It's not about where you were born, how much money you have, or the titles you hold. Greatness is already within you. It's woven into your very being. You don't need permission to tap into it. You need the courage to recognize it. You don't need the world to validate it. You need to awaken it. You see, the key to believing in your inherent greatness is understanding that it's not about perfection or being better than someone else. It's about becoming the fullest version of who you were meant to be. It's about knowing that you have something unique to offer this world, something no one else can replicate. Whether it's your vision, your voice, your ideas, or your resilience, there is a greatness in you that the world desperately needs. And if you don't step up and embrace it, you're not just robbing yourself, you're robbing the world of what you're here to give. The world will always try to tell you who you are and who you're not. It will try to place limits on you, to box you in, to convince you that greatness is for someone else. But here's the truth: you are the only one who gets to decide who you are. You are the only one who can unleash your full potential. The moment you stop letting the opinions of others dictate your self-worth is the moment you reclaim your power. That's when your greatness starts to shine. Let's be real, believing in your inherent greatness is not always easy. There will be days when you feel small, when the weight of the world feels unbearable. There will be moments of failure, setbacks, and doubt. But even in those moments, you must hold on to the truth that your greatness is not defined by temporary circumstances. It's not defined by what happens to you, but by how you rise from it. Greatness is resilience. It's grit. It's the refusal to give up on yourself, no matter how hard life gets. You might be thinking, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? But let me flip that for you. What if you succeed beyond your wildest dreams? What if you are more than enough? What if everything you've been through, the hardships, the trials, the doubts, has been preparing you for this very moment to step into your greatness? It's not a question of if you have greatness within you. It's a question of whether you'll choose to believe it and act on it. When you believe in your inherent greatness, you stop waiting for the right time, the right opportunity, or the right person to validate you. You create your own opportunities. You step into rooms with confidence, not because someone gave you permission, but because you know you belong there. You speak your truth, not because you're seeking approval, but because you believe in what you have to say. That's the power of believing in your greatness. It transforms you from a passive participant in your life into a relentless force of nature. And let me tell you, the world will notice. People will take note of the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you move with purpose. When you walk with the confidence that comes from knowing your worth, others will be drawn to it. They'll want to know what drives you, what fuels you. And in that moment, you'll realize that your greatness is not just about you, it's about inspiring others to see the greatness in themselves. So I challenge you, stop playing small. Stop hiding behind fear and doubt. Step into your inherent greatness with everything you've got. The world doesn't need more people who play it safe. The world needs you, your boldness, your passion, your unique brilliance. You were born for this. Now, it's time to believe it and show the world what you're made of. Confidence is the foundation upon which all success is built. It's not just something you have, it's something you become. When you carry yourself with confidence, you're not only telling the world that you believe in yourself, you're giving others permission to believe in you too. Now think about it, would you trust someone who walks into a room with their head down, their shoulders slumped, and their voice barely audible? Of course not. But when someone strides in with purpose, speaks with conviction, and looks you straight in the eye, you can't help but take notice. Confidence demands attention, and it commands respect. Here's the thing about confidence, it's contagious. When you exude confidence, people around you feel it. They want to be part of what you're building. They want to support your vision, and they believe in your leadership. But if you lack confidence, even the most brilliant ideas will fall flat. Confidence is the bridge between a dream and its realization. It's what transforms a good idea into a movement and an ordinary person into an extraordinary leader. Confidence isn't arrogance. It's not about thinking you're better than everyone else. It's about knowing that you're just as capable, just as worthy, and just as deserving of success. When you embrace that mindset, you stop comparing yourself to others. You focus on your own path, your own growth, and your own victories. You realize that there's enough room at the top for everyone who dares to climb, and you're not afraid to claim your space. Confidence is the armor you wear against doubt, fear, and insecurity. It's the inner voice that says, I've got this, even when the world says otherwise. Building confidence isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect skill set. It's about acting now. You don't become confident by sitting on the sidelines, waiting for life to hand you the right opportunities. You become confident by getting in the game, taking risks, and learning from every experience. You become confident by showing up, even when you're scared, even when you're uncertain, and even when you've failed before. Confidence grows with every step forward, no matter how small. And let's be real, confidence isn't always going to come naturally. There will be days when you doubt yourself, when fear tries to creep in, and when you wonder if you're really capable. Those are the moments when confidence matters most. It's easy to be confident when everything is going well. But true confidence, the kind that makes you unstoppable, comes from standing tall in the face of adversity. It's about pushing forward when the odds are stacked against you and believing in yourself when no one else does. That's the kind of confidence that separates the great from the average. So how do you build that kind of confidence? You start by taking action. You start by doing the things that scare you, by stepping outside of your comfort zone, and by proving to yourself that you're stronger than you think. Every challenge you overcome adds another layer to your confidence. Every time you push through fear, you become more resilient. Confidence isn't given, it's earned through experience, perseverance, and courage. And here's the most important part: confidence is a choice. Every day, you have the power to choose how you show up in the world. You can choose to shrink back, to play small, and to let fear dictate your path. Or you can choose to stand tall, to own your space, and to face each day with unwavering belief in your potential. Confidence isn't about waiting for permission, it's about claiming your right to be here, to succeed, and to make an impact. When you start acting like the best, even before you feel like it, something incredible happens. Your mindset shifts, your energy changes, and the world begins to see you differently. People respect those who respect themselves. Opportunities open up for those who walk through life with confidence. Success follows those who refuse to doubt their worth. Confidence is the foundation of every great achievement, and when you build it, nothing and no one can shake you. Adopting an unstoppable mindset is not just a decision, it's a transformation. It's about rewiring your brain to refuse defeat no matter the odds. Life will throw punches. It will test your resolve with setbacks, failures, and heartbreaks. But the question isn't whether these challenges will come, they will. The real question is, how will you respond? Will you let the weight of life crush you, or will you rise stronger, more determined, and ready to conquer whatever stands in your way? An unstoppable mindset is built on the belief that obstacles are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. Too often, people see challenges as reasons to quit. They think, maybe this isn't meant for me. Let me tell you something, nothing worth having comes easy. If success were simple, everyone would have it. The difference between those who make it and those who don't isn't talent or luck, it's mindset. It's the refusal to let circumstances define your destiny. It's looking at adversity and saying, bring it on. I'm ready. This mindset isn't about ignoring reality. It's about facing it head on with the conviction that you have what it takes to overcome. Picture a mountain climber staring up at a towering peak. They don't deny that the mountain is steep, that the journey will be grueling. But they also don't let fear paralyze them. They focus on the next step, then the next. And before they know it, they've reached the summit. You need to approach life the same way. One step at a time, one challenge at a time, with an unwavering belief that you will reach the top. To cultivate this kind of resilience, you need to change how you see failure. Failure isn't the end, it's a beginning, it's feedback, it's a lesson. Every great success story is littered with failures. But what sets the great apart is their ability to learn, adapt, and keep going. They don't see failure as a reflection of their worth. They see it as a necessary part of growth. So when you stumble, and you will remember that falling doesn't make you a failure. Staying down does. Get up, dust yourself off, and move forward with even more determination. You've got to develop the inner voice that tells you, I am unstoppable, and it's not just about saying the words, it's about believing them. You've got to wake up every day with a fire in your belly, knowing that no matter what happens, you're going to keep pushing. Life isn't going to hand you your dreams on a silver platter. You've got to fight for them. And that fight starts in your mind. Your mind is your greatest weapon. If you can control your thoughts, you can control your destiny. Think about the people who inspire you. They didn't get to where they are by coasting through life. They faced rejection, criticism, and doubt. But they didn't let those voices win. They silenced the noise and focused on their mission. That's the key focus. When your mind is set on your goal, distractions lose their power. Doubters become irrelevant. Your energy is too precious to waste on negativity. Pour it into your purpose and let nothing derail you. Every day you have a choice. You can be ordinary, blending into the background, or you can be extraordinary, standing tall, pushing boundaries, and refusing to quit. The difference lies in your mindset. An unstoppable mindset is not just about enduring, it's about thriving. It's about turning every no into fuel for your next yes. It's about seeing every obstacle as an opportunity to prove just how powerful you are. When you embrace this mindset, you'll find that challenges don't diminish you, they elevate you. You become stronger, wiser, more determined. The things that used to intimidate you will start to motivate you. And the people who once doubted you will stand in awe of your resilience. But you won't need their validation. You'll already know who you are: unstoppable, unbreakable, and destined for greatness. So the next time life tests you, don't flinch, don't back down. Stand firm with the confidence that you are built to endure, to overcome, and to succeed. Adopt an unstoppable mindset and watch as the world transforms before your very eyes. Excellence is not a destination, it's a lifestyle. It's a relentless, unyielding commitment to being better today than you were yesterday, and even better tomorrow than you are today. Excellence demands that you refuse to settle for mediocrity in any area of your life. It requires that you adopt a mindset where second best isn't good enough, where good is never the enemy of great, and where you wake up every morning driven by a burning desire to push your limits. You can't achieve greatness by playing it safe or staying comfortable. Excellence demands that you step into discomfort, face challenges head on, and keep going even when others would quit. Let's be clear, excellence doesn't happen by accident. You don't stumble into it. You don't wake up one day and suddenly find yourself at the top of your game. Excellence is the result of intentionality, discipline, and persistence. It's about making the conscious decision every single day to put in the work, to give your all, and to demand the very best from yourself. Excellence doesn't tolerate shortcuts or half-hearted efforts. It demands that you show up fully present, fully committed, and fully determined to rise above any obstacle in your path. And let me tell you, the road to excellence is not crowded. Most people will choose comfort over challenge. They'll choose excuses over effort. They'll settle for good enough instead of pushing for greatness. But that's not you. You're here because you know there's more inside you, more to give, more to achieve. And if you want to be the best, you have to rise above the noise, above the mediocrity, and above the excuses. Excellence is reserved for those who are willing to pay the price, those who are willing to push through the pain, the setbacks, and the failures, because they know that on the other side of struggle lies success. You see, excellence is a habit. It's what you do when no one's watching, when there's no applause, no recognition, and no reward in sight. It's staying late to perfect the details, putting in the extra reps at the gym, or going over your work one more time to make sure it's flawless. Excellence is about consistency. It's about showing up day after day with the same energy, the same passion, and the same drive, regardless of how you feel. Feelings are fleeting, but habits build legacies. And when excellence becomes your habit, success becomes your destiny. I think about the greats in any field, athletes, entrepreneurs, artists. What separates them from the rest isn't just talent. It's their relentless pursuit of excellence. They refuse to be ordinary. They refuse to be satisfied with just enough. They push harder, train longer, and demand more of themselves than anyone else ever could. And because of that, they stand out. They don't just meet expectations, they exceed them, shatter them, and set new standards. You have to ask yourself, are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to embrace the discomfort, the discipline, and the daily grind that excellence requires? Because make no mistake, the pursuit of excellence will test you. It will stretch you in ways you never imagined. It will push you to your limits and then demand that you go beyond them. But if you embrace that challenge, if you commit to that pursuit with everything you've got, the rewards will be beyond anything you've ever dreamed. This isn't about being perfect. Perfection is a myth. Excellence is about striving for your best, knowing that there's always room to grow, always another level to reach. It's about learning from every mistake, every failure, and using them as fuel to propel you forward. It's about resilience, determination, and the unwavering belief that you are capable of greatness. So don't settle. Don't back down. Pursue excellence with relentless passion, and you will achieve more than you ever thought possible. Excellence is not a choice. It's a lifestyle, a mindset that shapes every aspect of your life. It's about holding yourself to a higher standard, refusing to accept mediocrity, and pushing yourself beyond what you thought were your limits. When you choose to embrace the relentless pursuit of excellence, you are choosing greatness. You are choosing to stand apart from the crowd, to rise above the noise, and to become the best version of yourself. Understand this, the road to excellence is tough, and it will challenge you in ways you've never imagined. But I promise you, the rewards are greater than anything you could ever anticipate. Every sacrifice, every moment of discomfort, every setback, it will all pay off. So ask yourself today, are you ready to pursue excellence? Are you ready to push past your limits and unlock your full potential? If you are, then go out there and make excellence your habit. It's time to rise, to elevate, and to become the best version of you. No excuses, no limits. Just relentless pursuit of greatness. Now go make it happen.